Hello everyone, this is Garrett, and this is Serious Sam 2. And we are about to do level 25, Coast to Coast. And this level is kinda bad. The entire planet really isn't that great, honestly. Just
follow the main road that'll lead us to Kingsburg.
Yeah, like there's any other road to follow.
Secret item has been found.
Yeah. While I really enjoy the aesthetic of these levels, like I like the whole green pastures and mountains and stuff, the levels themselves just aren't very good. There's just a lot of holding forward and shooting. We just got some serious damage, which basically means we can use whichever weapon we want on any of these guys. And then we also get a minigun, which again basically just means we can use whichever weapon we want. It doesn't really matter too much. As long as you just hold the fire button with the serious damage, you will kill just about anything that's gonna try to oppose us over here. And we'll just do that. We'll just hold down that fire button. If every now and then aim to a slightly different enemy, like footballers or something like that. We could use a sniper rifle for these bulls if we didn't have serious damage, but given that we do, we could use a shotgun, honestly. It would be pretty effective against these guys. Not any issue at all. And now we're just gonna move forward. Lots of lovely things to look at. A nice little skybox with a bunch of floating islands. And as we move forward,
There's a ride waiting for you. Jump in.
and
Wonder what the speed limit is around here.
this is why I'm not really a fan of this level, because this is basically what the next 10 or so minutes is gonna look like. There's about 4 vehicles in this level. They're all this one, but there's 4 different ones, so even if we somehow manage to lose this one, we can just step into the next one. And more likely than not, we're not going to lose this one. This one's going to take a little bit of damage because I'm not being very careful at all. But that's just because there are that many vehicles. We could just switch to a new one if one does start to run out a little bit. We can just go in between the legs of these oh so dangerous enemies that would normally do a fair amount of damage to us. I did consider doing this level without the vehicle just to make it a little bit more interesting, but there's not really enough ammo in this level to make this viable. Because they kind of replaced ammo power-ups in this level with vehicles, really. There aren't really that many ammo power-ups in this stage, and it's a bit of an issue, honestly, but what are you gonna do? We're just gonna fly around every now and then. We're gonna shoot some posters and whatnot to get secret areas. Like there's a poster over there you can shoot, specifically that poster. All the other ones are
Secret
unbreakable.
area has been found.
There's a secret health power-up. It's pointless because we were already at 200, but we picked it up anyway because that's just the crazy type of life we're leading over here. And now we're just gonna continue shooting at everything that moves. There's a couple helicopters, but we have a good destruction vehicle over here that is gonna get the job done quite well. If you want, you can destroy these ships as well. It doesn't really matter too much. They just sort of fly in circles for a long period of time. And in the end, is there a box over there? No, I thought I saw a box, but there isn't. In the end, we're just gonna shoot this dude, which destroys the thing, and then before you know it, hey, there's a new vehicle over there, and we're gonna switch to this one because it has more health. Immediately we take some damage, but it's only 15 damage somehow. Not really sure how that works, but I'll take it, I guess. More health power. Oh, there is actually ammo power up over here. Look at that. I don't know how much ammo there actually is in that ammo box. I didn't even know it was there, honestly. You can tell how much effort I put into learning stuff about this level, because there's no point, because we already have just about max ammo for all of our guns too, due to the previous level. So it honestly doesn't matter too much if we don't pick up anything here. Also, there's a life here.
Secret item has been found.
That life counts as a secret for some reason. That's also the last secret in this level. In a way, there technically is one more secret, but that's not really an intentional secret. It's more one of those places where you accidentally just sort of leave the level and see the things that no one wanted you to see in the first place, but are there to be watched by anyone who visits the area. It's not a very long level either, which is good because it wouldn't be It wouldn't be too much fun if this was a very long level. I'm actually not going to grab that vehicle just yet, but just because the final battle in this place, it is kind of useful to start that off with a vehicle that has full health, because it also spawns a new vehicle there, but that particular battle, it does get a little bit crazy, and it does help out a little bit to have a little bit more health than usual. And that's absolutely not going to be a problem, although due to the fact that we're not really taking any damage here at all, I might even not go back for it. Because usually I take more damage there, but that time the enemies, I guess, didn't really feel like it. Maybe these guys will... Yeah, that guy took out a little bit. I think I'll just go back for it just in case. You know, just for the sake of being able to use every vehicle. This is what happens when you jump, you just sort of roll around and lose all control of your vehicle. But that's fine, because you don't lose any health for rolling around. You only lose health for getting shot. Everything else is just a visual effect that doesn't actually deal any damage to you at all. Now, the next battle is actually the final battle. It's quite a long one, actually. It's a pretty long battle, and there's two ways of doing it. One which is really easy, but quite ammo intensive, unless you actually go all the way there, then walk back for this vehicle, and then bring that vehicle over there as well, but
Mental's troops already set a trap. Waste them.
I don't really want to do that. I'm just going to do this the normal way, which is not the most exciting way, but the other method of doing this battle is just so stupidly easy that it would just... I could literally just sit still for about 5 minutes and just aim at things and shoot, which is why I'm going to show it off after I've done the battle, because it would just make this entire area feel like it's taking even longer just due to the fact that you're just sitting still the entire time. But as more enemies spawn, you kind of want to try to move forward at all times, because you move quicker by moving forward, and if you're moving forward, there's a larger chance you won't actually take as much damage from these guys due to the way their rockets sort of try to shoot at the area where you are then. And if you are moving forward, then it doesn't really compensate for your movement, so generally you will get missed by their splash damage. Whereas if you go left or right or something like that, usually you'll take a little bit of damage, and it does add up in this area because this battle goes on for quite a while, and I'm not really being very careful here. I'm sort of staying in the middle here because it spawns a whole bunch of those rocket soldiers, the biomechanoids, from those big yellow balls that sometimes go over the wall. And they sort of spawn behind you and near that door most of the time. And I don't really want to deal with that. Sometimes they spawn over there as well. And honestly, over here seems like a pretty safe spot to just sort of hang out for a while. The health of our vehicle right now isn't too great, but I think we should be fine. If anything goes wrong, we can just go back and get the second vehicle that actually spawned the moment we entered this place. So we have just about 1,000 health worth of damage we can take during this battle, so yeah. And there's the one that spawned close to the wall. These airplanes actually deal a fair amount of damage. I didn't even really notice it until now, but those bombs actually hurt quite a lot. I think that's actually the main thing which is hurting us so far. And there's a rocket soldier behind us, judging from that sound. It's nice that the rockets make a lot of noise when they get shot by those guys, because otherwise this would be kind of a problem. And I think I'm actually going to switch out to the other vehicle now, because those airships are really doing me they're doing me in, and it's bad. There we go. This one already has taken a little bit of damage from all of the airships over here, which are just sort of shooting in this general direction. Usually some of the rockets will accidentally end up hitting some of the vehicles that we can use as well, which is rather unfortunate, but is nothing world-ending, honestly. And just like with the rocket soldiers, the helicopters generally won't hit you either if you're just moving forward, just because their rockets aren't really meant to hit something like that. And that's currently a very large purple portal thing over there, which is going to spawn a rather large and annoying enemy soon. These bulls are actually being quite annoying as well. I should probably take care of these guys, because our health for this vehicle isn't looking too peachy either. And these bulls are really not helping our case out. Some of the helicopters are actually doing a decent job at hitting me this time around, which is nasty. It's not good at all. It's not something we want. And there is the enemy that spawned from that big purple portal. And I do want to take that one out as quickly as possible by just moving back and forth a bunch. That guy shoots rockets as well, so Same strategy goes, just keep trying to move forward as much as possible and just about everything will miss you. Hopefully they'll actually hit some of the bulls behind us. That would actually be really good. Because the splash damage of their weapons, of course, hits the bulls as well, and it would be good to get rid of those as quickly as possible. I think that biomechanoid actually just got destroyed by one of this guy's rockets, so very nice. And in any second now, we should have taken care of that red dude. Just a few more back and forthies. Oh god, and I got hit by another bomb from the sky, which is not great, but I think this guy's dead. There we go.
Take this, you bastards! Woohoo!
I eat resistance for breakfast.
And Atriska's pretty happy. Now, I think I'm just gonna try to set up the easy method of doing this. I think I can actually just leave the level at this point, because I think you just need to kill that big red dude who spawns after a while. But let's see if we can't kill these missile launchers first. It would be a shame if I actually had to walk all the way back, but then I could just video edit my way back there, I guess. But it's something I'd rather not do because it's tedious. I think there's still a helicopter somewhere. Yeah, there is. This could actually be a real problem. I think I'm actually going to jump out of this vehicle for a moment and just kill this last one with my minigun, just to make sure this vehicle stays alive. And indeed it did. I'm just going to make a quick save there because I'm scared. And there is also a couple of new helicopters there, which might end up being a bit of a problem. I'm desperately trying to keep that vehicle alive just for the sake of showing off this stupid little trick, because it's interesting to me and I want to show it off in this video before I lose all possible opportunities to do that. Unfortunately, I think that was the last of the real dangerous ones. Just gonna make another quick save because I'm scared. 22 health remaining. That's probably one of the worst attempts I've done at this. But another method of doing this is you can, I think, just stack up two of these vehicles over here. Like you can put one against the wall and then you can just use the other one to get on top of that wall. And this is also something that happened. I've just lost complete control over this vehicle right now because of the way it's sort of weirdly pointing at the ground there. But if you do it correctly, you can actually get up here. And for one, you can already just about destroy everything from up here. But there's also another thing, which is you can just sort of walk around all the way here. There's a big invisible wall, but it's not big enough. I don't know why the invisible wall just stops, but it does. Which, as per usual, just means you can see the void. Because that's just how this game works. You can walk just about all over this place. This is not actually all even real water. Some of it's real, some of it just makes you sink to the bottom. And, but it's not really too interesting. You can't really go to any real fantastic places, and it's a really long walk to get anywhere. But from here, we have a nice view on the castle. This is just about the only way of actually seeing the entire castle as well, which is pretty cool. And as we move forward, from here, we can shoot at everything on that side of the wall. And all the helicopters will actually just be like on that side as well, and we can just shoot at everything. Except with the rocket launcher. Oh, okay, never mind. That's what I was saying. Usually the rockets get stopped by the wall there, but that one time they didn't. But from here we can just go to the exit, which is over there. And obviously can you reach it normally as well, but this works too.
What do you want?
I want to see the king.
Hey, Nigel! He wants to see the king!
What?
A king?
Huh? What the?
That's classy. And that was the end of level 25, I believe. And that's the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed it so far. And the next time we play, we are going to do level 26, which I think is called like Kingsburg or something. But we'll see to that next time. Bye-bye.